wanted to talk about this, something I saw on Reddit, just kind of looking up different information about, black mental health and everything. I saw this one I came across probably about an hour ago, and it moved me to talk about it. The headline she put on this Reddit post was, "I'm so over the black community." And that's a pretty big thing to say, right? So she's pretty much given up on us in general, which is, that's horrible. That means we failed her, honestly. Now I can get defensive and say, "Oh, don't it has nothing to do with us." It has, but you have to understand that a person in this state of mind, you don't need to defend yourself against this person. This person feels attacked. It's best to defend this person, right? So the first thing she says is, "Nobody cares, and when I express my emotions, I'm wrong. But a white woman can express however she feels and get support. I say I'm suicidal. I get told to shut up and stop breaking character. But a white woman can do this and get support. My mom basically told me not to stay in her house if I had mental health issues and check into a hospital. I got laughed at from my dad and brother for going to therapy. This is all being told to me by my own people." I can pretty much guess what she's kind of saying when she got laughed at, right? I'm willing to assume that maybe her father, he probably had it worse than her, and he has no idea what she's going through, whether he caused it or played a hand in it or not. It's a tale as old as time. Uh, you don't have enough time to be going through this, or you're too young to be going through this, or you got food on the table, right? Or we gave you Similac when you were a baby, so you should be right. That's the standard black parent thing. Again, we don't know where she got it from. Possibility she just has it, and it's just a mental health issue she has to deal with. It could have come from family in a way of like in her genetics, right? Not sure exactly how that works, but that's always a possibility. In terms of her mom, right? That's the person that you look to nurture you and to kind of help guide you through life. If you're not getting that, that's big, right? I'm gonna assume this is she because her name on Reddit does. I don't want to put her name out there, but it does say "girl" on her name on Reddit. I'm reading through the comments and stuff on here. Again, I'm not going to share it because I don't want anybody. I don't want to blow that thing up for her or whatever. People are telling her she needs a different tribe. People are telling her it's not all black people. It looks like somebody posted something literally from ChatGPT, kind of explaining mental health in the black community. Not helpful, right? Some people are saying things like, "I understand you. I'm here with you. I stand in solidarity with you. If you need anything to talk about, if you need anybody to talk to, you need a new community, you need a new tribe." It's not always that easy. Your family's your family, right? Yeah, you can get up, run away, right? I don't know. I assume she's an adult, but I don't know how connected to her family she is. I don't know how her need. I don't. I would maybe they live together. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know her life, but whatever it is, it's her family, right? So it looks to me like obviously, yeah, needs more positive people around her. It's just not an easy way to. It's not the easiest thing to do, but she's going to therapy. I'm no therapist, but that's where you go, right? That's where you go. You can do research. You can look up coping mechanisms. You can do it in a more holistic manner too. However you want to do it, but you have to start. You got to admit that there's an issue. You got to start. My main focus is again on the title, that she's so over the black community, and kind of the failure, right? I mean, let's say there was no failure in her upbringing, right? There's a failure now. The people that are supposed to support her aren't doing that. To get laughed at for going to therapy is that's a different kind of. I hope that after therapy she's even able to have a relationship with him. That's a very low, difficult place for her to be at, to not have the people that are supposed to be there to support her. And a lot of times when people go through that, it's very hard to sort of remend that relationship. I would assume that they might end up in that office, sitting on that couch with her. And she brings up some of the differences between how it is for white women versus how it is for her. That's a big deal too. And honestly, I think what it comes down to is she sees other races sort of handling that differently. Not coddling it, but being more understanding and kind of supporting and that's not something we do. Talked about that in another video before, and that's common knowledge with us. There's a lot of stuff that we don't. Therapy is snake oil to a lot of us still today, right? Even though it helps, a lot of that stuff is snake oil. But a lot of us wouldn't mind taking the drugs to help us, right? Or drinking alcohol to help us, or overeating, or whatever other unhealthy coping mechanisms. We'd rather use that, right? And I mean, there's so many layers to that. Going to therapy is not something that everybody has the ability to do. There's people that do not have enough money at all or a job that would even cover that. So there's so many things to talk about, but that's why we have to have discussions. The people that have the discussion, they feel a lot better. It's really about coming out there and kind of knowing that people are there, they have the same issue, and you're able to fellowship with them. But I just wanted to bring this, I just wanted to bring this to you guys' attention, and this isn't something that's unknown. I just wanted you guys to take a look at this and see that this was posted about a year ago, and just to see the kind of comments and see the kind of things that are said and the kind of things that are still being done in our community, and that we are reaching out for help. I mean, this is a Reddit post, all right? This isn't Facebook or Instagram. This woman was venting on. It's labeled. It's in the venting category, and she was just venting and talking about how she does not feel supported. And honestly, just reading it, she's not.